Hi there. Welcome to the next episode of The Globe Guys. I'm Kyle.
And I'm Nate.
And together, we're The Globe Guys. So what have we got here today, Nate?
Well, it looks like we have an Apollo moon flights globe.
This is a really small globe, but it happens to be one of my favorites. Just like you said, it's a moon globe.
Okay.
It's 4 inches in diameter. And this is what's called a half meridian. And it's a graduated meridian, meaning it has numbers down the side, so you can get frames of reference. This was sold so that people could follow along with the Apollo moon landings. So, as you may or may not know, starting in the late 1960s, we landed 3 men on the moon, and we went back 5 more times. And this was meant to follow along really with your television and watch those moon landings. I got this little globe on eBay not that long ago, and it was an auction, and I was the successful bidder, and it came to us in this box, and inside the box was a really interesting way to follow along with the different Apollo missions. Tentative Apollo moon landing guide. You know, during the 60s and into the 70s, the space race and beating the Soviet Union was all the rage in America. And this little globe took advantage of that. It was made in Japan for the American market. This guide here takes us from Apollo 11, which was, of course, Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin. That was in 1969. And it goes all the way through Apollo 19, which is interesting because...
That never happened.
No, exactly. We stopped at Apollo 17 in 1972. This lists a couple of missions that never occurred. But they didn't know that then. So that kind of makes it an interesting snapshot in history. Now, something like this would have been sold, you know, in small stores like Kmart or Woolworth at the time. There was no Walmart at the time, and you couldn't order it on Amazon.
Duh.
So it's one of those items that is just a snapshot in time. If you notice on here, there are red markings where other missions landed, different unmanned
Apollo?
missions.
Oh, robot.
The first 2 Apollo missions are listed on here, but then the 3rd Apollo mission, of course, the one that they made the movie about, Apollo 13, is not listed on here because they never landed. They did get home safe. There was an accident.
They were aborted?
It was an aborted mission. It's interesting, you can really date how old this globe is because it talks about Apollo 13 and it says that it was an aborted mission on this card. But then it talks about Apollo 14 as if it hadn't happened yet. So this globe probably came out in the summer of 1970, according to our literature here. So yes, it's 50 years old. It's not necessarily an antique. It's certainly a vintage piece. I see these come up on eBay all the time. I would think that if someone was interested in buying one of these, do not buy it without the original box and the original piece of paper. They're common enough that you wouldn't want to just buy the globe and not the other pieces. You would want to really have the whole set.
Makes sense.
When it comes to items like this, I tell everybody condition is everything. In real estate, they talk about location, location, location. Well, in antiques, it's condition, condition, condition. This globe was purchased right in the box with the original tissue wrapping. It was bought and never used. That's how every antique collector loves to find things. New in the box. It doesn't always happen that way, obviously, but when it does, it's kind of great. Any questions about this little guy here?
No,
No? Did we cover everything?
I think think so.
Yeah. So they made larger lunar globes and they made more expensive lunar globes, but I think if you're just starting out collecting, this is a great way to add a moon or lunar globe to your collection. These can be had readily for between $40 and $80 on eBay. Not a lot of money when you think about a 50-year-old object that really stood the test of time. The box, these were often thrown away. You get the box, you might keep the manual, and the box goes in the trash, you keep the globe. But finding all three pieces. What's that?
What use was the box to the consumer?
Exactly. That's why they go missing so often. It's really nice when you can find everything like that. So that's something to look for, I think. Whenever you buy something, buy the best condition you can find. I would rather buy less as a collector and buy better than buy a whole bunch of things but have the quality be or the condition.
So quality over quantity.
Quality over quantity. Yeah, that's it. That's a life lesson right there. All right. So I would think that we've covered this globe in depth.
Yes, I think we have.
We've done our own mission to the moon, if you will. And I think we should tune in next time where we talk about probably a terrestrial globe next. And we'll talk about some more eBay and we'll go from there. Until next time, I'm Kyle.
And I'm Nate.
And we're the Globe Guys.